What's up, guys? Welcome to Going the Distance, episode 4. I'm with my co-host Calvin. I'm Juju, and we're here with our new guest Paco. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, guys.
Thank you.
Shit, I'd love to help anybody else I can, man. Shit.
Yeah. So it started off with pretty much. I guess our first question is like, what got you into your profession, barbering?
Shit, man. So when I first started cutting hair, I initially was just cutting my brother's hair just for fun.
Right.
Mostly because my mom didn't want to do it, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And then one day, I was like, well, fuck, if I'm going to shave you guys bald, I might as well get some practice in, right? I mean, if I fuck it up, it's going to be bald anyway.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where it all started, was from that thought on to now. They didn't like it, shit, dude. I would have to force them to fucking sit in the damn chair. And my brothers will tell you, like, they would not fucking sit there for however long I wanted them to. At the time, Nathaniel was like maybe 4 and Andrew was like 9. So you can just imagine.
So you were in high school.
Yeah. Well, I'm younger, bro. Like
really?
Like
middle school?
Like 13, bro. I had just turned 13 years old. So I really didn't really see it as a career choice. Mm-hmm. I was just doing it because I liked it.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, literally just for fun. You know. And then eventually, it just kind of trickled on to I got pretty good. My dad let me cut his hair, and from there it was my uncles, and then so on and so forth, cousins and stuff. And I didn't really start getting serious into cutting hair until like probably high school, man.
Right. Is that when you like charged your first client?
Yeah. So at the time when I started cutting hair in high school, I was smoking a lot of weed. I was smoking a lot of weed, and I was like, well, shit, smoke me out, and I'll fucking cut your hair.
Right. Yeah.
And you can just imagine all my clients were fucking potheads.
Yeah.
You know, and then eventually I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm actually pretty good at this. Let me
charge.
Yeah,
some real money."
You can just imagine all the potheads are like, "Oh no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I really waste that money on weed." You know, so that's when I really started to, I guess you can say, a business, right?
Yeah.
I started charging $5 at the time. I called it $5 funky dollars. Mm-hmm. To any of you viewers that were with me from the beginning, you guys know what $5 funky dollars was, literally. And then from there, eventually I started getting pretty busy, right? You know,
right. Slowly went up.
I think right before I hit the barbershop, I was at $10 in the garage. Yeah.
So you started out in your garage?
Yeah. In the garage, in the ranch, and then from there, I was in the garage for a minute, like for a long time.
Couple years.
Out through high school.
Yeah.
Even a little bit after high school.
That's not bad though. Yeah.
No. I mean, that's how every barber starts, right? Yeah. You know, every barber starts in the garage, and
eventually they move up.
But one thing that's really crazy to me, man, is like barbers nowadays have it a little easier than I did. I know barbers now are charging $40 out the gate.
I feel like it's a little more popular now.
Oh, definitely.
Because it wasn't really popular back then. Like you didn't see a lot of barbers, and it's like, you know, like everybody wants to be like a barber now.
Yeah, because I mean, there's money to be made in the.
Yeah, no, it's a good business.
It's a good business,
especially if you're good.
I definitely see it now as a vehicle to get me to the next business venture. Yeah. You know, I definitely don't want to cut hair all my life. I mean, shit, I'm pretty sure whatever you guys are doing, you guys want to do it. You're life either, right?
Not, yeah.
You know, so I definitely see it as a vehicle to get me to my next business venture. You know, I definitely will be cutting hair still. Mm-hmm. I just at a very, very smaller scale.
So going off of that, like, what would your next business venture be?
I definitely want to invest into a bunch of businesses. So one being a photography studio, being either myself or renting out to content creators like yourselves,
right. Yeah.
Or photographers, YouTubers or whatever. They can come in, rent my studio, and use all my lights and stuff like that for the rate of whatever, right? Whatever I charge. And then as I go along, I definitely want to get into different stuff. You know, I would love to open up a barbershop and fill it up with barbers like-minded like myself.
Right. Upcoming.
Yeah, and I definitely would love to. I would definitely love to build some kind of education system for barbers, especially in this small area. I mean, you guys are from here. You know how hard it is around here.
Like a little school.
Yeah. Like come out here and I'll teach you guys what I know. You know, because at the end of the day, like I definitely want to pass the torch down. At the end of the day,
giving back.
And then you've been in that position.
Oh, so. Yeah, I've been in that position before, and it's fucking hard. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, especially how I was saying before. Like back then, barbering wasn't a culture the way it is today. Like barbering now is a culture, man. Like if you look around, like it's like a rap rock star type little thing. I'm like, damn, like back then.
It's a popular thing. It's like I said, how everybody wants to be a barber. Everybody wants to be a rapper too, you know?
Yeah, rapper,
but like, if you're
TikToker,
fucking
whatever.
good at it, and like content creators too, everybody wants to be a content creator. It's just like, how much work are you willing to put in? You know, if you're fucking good at it, then you're good. You know?
I mean, the way I see it too is like, are you willing to put in that 5 years of grind and just
before you even blow up?
And a lot of the times, I definitely feel like a lot of people want that success overnight. And
but it's a process.
It doesn't. I mean, for some it
Big
does,
process.
right? I mean, for some it does, right? I mean, I'm sure you guys seen some people are like, "What the fuck? How did he do it?" But then it's like, well, he might have had help from people that were already up there, right? I definitely think it doesn't. It's not like that for everybody, right?
Yeah.
You know,
It's like anything else.
yeah. Anything else, you gotta literally go through the ropes, you know, and go through the good, the bad, the ugly. Sometimes there's more ugly than good, and that's why people quit. You know.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, you know, you'll be, you know, grinding for like X amount of years, 3-4 years, and then you never know that next year you could pop off, but you just gave up the year before.
1,000% correct, bro. Like, I definitely think that, like, especially where I'm at today, like, I feel like a lot of people see that and like, oh fuck, how did he do it? Well, it took me 15 years to get here. If you think about it. Like, you know, I started cutting hair at 13. I didn't get into a barbershop until I was like 23, and then I'm 20, going to be 29. So it did take me more than 10 years to get to where I'm at, you know, and I want to continue that growth cycle,
right?
You know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just see the top and see the end results instead of the grind.
And that's with anything, with bodybuilding,
right?
Shit, I used to do that shit too, and like I wanted the results now, you know.
No, yeah.
But then if I really think about it, if it were that easy, everyone would be fucking ghost and fucking
that's what I'm
hair,
saying.
You know, making fucking $100 a haircut, you know, it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you could apply that to anything, I guess, like bodybuilding, powerlifting, like even getting him in the gym for the first time, like
I started from the bottom.
He really started from the bottom, yeah.
5s, 10s.
Like,
you know,
he slowly made myself up.
And it's crazy because when you're that, and when you're starting off, you look around and people are like fucking bitching, fucking.
And you get like a little unhappy with yourself, like unmotivated. You're like, fuck, is this ever gonna hit? Because I was like that at one point too. Like, I would go to the gym in high school, and then I would go for like a day out of the week, and then I wouldn't go for like 2 weeks.
And then you get like a little like a little embarrassed because you're like, dude, I'm over here struggling with like the 5s.
Sure, your brother's the one that actually fucking drove me to the gym for the first time. Like, that's what got me into it. Yeah,
I dragged that motherfucker into the gym, and it took me a minute to make him understand. Like, dude, like this work will determine everything else. If you quit this, then guess what? You're probably gonna quit everything else.
Yeah, because it's like one of the easiest things to get into.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, shit, you're in the gym for what, maybe an hour? That's all you really need.
Yeah, that's all you really need.
That's all you really need. If you go more than that, cool, right? You know, whatever. You know.
I remember he told me too. He was like, right now you're probably gonna hate it because you're gonna be all sore, everything. You're not used to it, but he's like, you're gonna get like addicted.
I remember when I stopped going to the gym for like a year, and I went back, and holy shit, dude! I injury after injury, and like, you know,
everything with
shit. It wasn't even a year for me. Like, when I would battle my injuries, like a football and shit, because I came off like 2 torn labrums within. What was it, like 6-7 months? Yeah, it was like 6-7 months.
Require surgery and stuff or no?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So like,
just imagine.
Yeah, I was after high school, got my labrum tear, and I couldn't do legs. So like, you know, people don't understand. I got fucking skinny ass legs, this and that. Like, bro, I can't do legs. I can't even I can't even fucking half squat.
Yeah.
So my legs were tiny, and then like just getting back in the gym doing legs again was embarrassing.
Yeah, because then you get in your head and you're like, oh fuck, is people looking at me?
Yeah,
you know, but it's not even like that. It really isn't like that. People are actually just in there trying to get the shit.
That's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, all these people are gonna be judgy, but eventually, like, you notice, like, it's not what it is.
And then if you really think about it, bro, if you want the help, depending on the gym you're at, obviously, but
you'll
if you come to like the compound or somewhere else, like you'll get the help if you want it. You know, it's just you have to ask for it. You know, it's not gonna just come into your doorstep and like, oh well, here's, you know, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess same thing with anybody, like anything else. Again, because some people can get too prideful. Oh. I can get like that at times too. It's just like, I don't want to ask for help. I could do it myself, you know. I don't want to seem like I want handouts. But it's like, dude, like that's not what life is about. Like, it's not handing out, but it's asking help. Like, you know, getting advice and growing off that as a person.
And then sometimes you'll read people wrong in some wrong direction where you may think that person might look a certain way just because he's in his head or something, you know, or has his headphones on. He might, that guy's a dick. He didn't say what's up to me. But it's not even like that. That person might be battling, you know, demons in his head that you don't even know about, you know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, I've been there too. Like, you're judging a book before its cover. When you're ever in the gym or you're just like walking down the street, see somebody like hella mad, or not even hella mad, but that's just their face, and you're like, yeah, that was probably a dick.
Yeah. And then you actually get to know them, and they're the freaking dopest person you ever met in your life. Like, oh fuck, my thoughts were wrong about you.
Yeah, because that's how I'd be at work. I'm just like, I guess like, I don't know, resting bitch face or whatever. Yeah. I don't know, like fuck.
No, and I did. A lot of my friends that I hang out with now, they all told me like, dude, like we thought you were this hard motherfucker, like we didn't want to fuck with you. And it's like, well, I mean, I feel like that's anybody. If you push anybody to a certain extent, you're gonna get the worst out of them, right? But if you're cool with somebody, you know, you're not gonna get the worst. You're probably gonna get the best version of themselves, anyways. You know?
Yeah, that brings out the best version. Because like, I've been around all my homies. Like, I'm around him almost every day. Where like, you know, we bring the best out in each other. Like, you know, we're just like pushing each other to grind. Like sometimes we might piss each other off. Yeah. We'd be pissing each other off, but it's like, bro, we're building each other to get better. Like
speaking
for real.
About that, like I'm in this mentorship where it's constant work. I mean, I'm sure you see my videos on Instagram and stuff like that. Like that right there is a constant thing. Like I have videos that I've never posted just because of that reason. Because I'm always like
in your head.
Yeah, in my head about it. Like, oh fuck, like what if this video fucking sucks, you know? And I'm in this mentorship where we all keep each other accountable, and there's a certain way we all talk to each other, like. And it really comes off as like asshole-ish, but it's not like that at all. Yeah. You know, it's
like
to make you better.
Criticism.
Yeah, like literally as honest as possible as you can be. You know,
it makes sense though, especially in your position. Like you post something, and then imagine like someone out of the blue, they comment, they're like, "Oh, this haircut sucks," or this like.
It happens to me all the time, especially on TikTok. Like I feel
did that shit ever get in your head? My fault.
Oh no, you're good. Oh, dude, all the time. But I've learned to kind of just look at the comment and just ignore it, or just
there's always gonna be haters.
No matter what you do, you can do something good or you can do something bad. Like even if you go to like who do you like who do you look up to?
Oh, athlete.
Like athlete.
Yeah.
Right?
There's always gonna be like what we talked about this.
Yeah, my favorite athlete is so I got my nickname Juju from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, so
like bro, they be fucking hating.
But you have a whole different perspective of him.
Yeah, everybody does.
You know what I'm saying? So it at the end of the day, you know, to me, I think it's hilarious that someone would take the time out of their day to actually even comment anything. Like that's hilarious to me.
I feel like it bothers them.
It bothers them even more, and especially if you kind of agree with them, maybe even more. You know,
I was telling we talked about this the first episode because I like MMA fighters, but especially in MMA, you see a lot like someone gets announced like an opponent, they'll be like, "Oh, this guy sucks," like, and then eventually when that guy wins, like, "Oh, well, he's too washed up." There's always gonna be what ifs or this, that.
Unfortunately, that's the way of the game, and it comes with the territory. Especially the higher you go. I read this in a book recently. The higher you go, the stronger the winds in a blow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The stronger the winds in a blow, the more of a chance you have of falling off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you have to literally hold on. Like you have to hold on and not trust, not getting your feelings about anything. Like you really have to be kind of cold in a sense. Yeah. You know, I know it's contradicting of what we just said earlier, but in a sense you kind of have to.
Especially being that high up, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's with anything, not just barbering, with anything. The higher you go, the more people that you thought were your friends are gonna be like, well, what the fuck? Who the fuck's this guy? You know, like I guess in a sense, like when, especially like now that I'm so focused on the stuff that I'm trying to do and trying to achieve, I rarely talk to people that I used to talk to.
Right.
You keep your circles.
And they think that you're being a dick or whatever, but it's just like, bro, like I'm just trying to focus on myself, you know?
Yeah, and it sucks because like I'll hit them up. I'll hit like, for example, I'll hit a friends that I haven't talked to in a minute, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm cool, whatever." And then along the road, I'll hear like, "Oh, they've been talking shit." And it's like, well, I wish you well, bro. Like I'm not trying to start issues with nobody.
Right.
I'm just trying to build my shit, you know, and get the fuck out, get my money and get out, you know.
Yeah.
And that's with anybody, I'm sure, you know. So,
but to add on to like negative comments like on social media, I was even telling him like the person that takes the time out of their day to like comment that negative comment.
It makes no sense.
They're mostly like just bullshitting life, or they're just like not doing anything successful in their life. They're just like
if you really think about it, they're probably on their mom's couch.
They're just on their mom's couch eating Cheetos, like the podcast I heard, and they just it just sucks to see because it's like you could be in that position, be successful, but you just not putting in the work.
And the thing is that success isn't owned by anybody.
Right.
You know, it could be for literally anybody. It just depends on how bad they want it. I mean, as corny as it sounds,
anybody in this world
gotta put in the work. Yeah, gotta put in the work. You know, and at the end of the day, it really does matter who you hang out with, bro.
Yeah, your circle is who defines you for sure.
100%.
I say like the some people say 5. I say fuck it, 3.
Yeah.
The fucking main 3 people you hang out with is who defines you.
Like,
for sure.
shit, dude. The only people that I really hang out with is Miguel, Lucas, and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And maybe my brothers, but I know they have their shit going on too.
Everybody's on their own shit, yeah.
But that's the main circle that I mainly go to whenever I'm like, oh fuck, should I do this? Of course, I have different accountability partners too in my mentorship. That's just with barbering and business. Right. But in my personal life, that's literally my circle, you know.
Right.
And I listened to a book too recently. It's called the 10 Times Rule by Grant Cardone. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
I haven't heard of it.
I think you guys should really check that book out. So in that book, he talks about if you hang around with 5 dumbasses, guess who's the sixth one?
You.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the dumbass, yeah.
If you hang around with 5 millionaires, who's the 6th one? You're gonna be the 6th one. So I took that very to heart. As corny as it sounds, you know, I really took that to heart because I want to be a fuck. I mean, I'm sure you guys want to be a millionaire. Who wouldn't, right?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But it's not easy. It really isn't. It's not easy. Especially coming from a small town.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, especially coming from like, you know,
Dos Palace.
yeah, 5,000 people. Like the fucking chances of being a millionaire is slim to none.
I mean, like shit. If you want to like go there with someone that actually made it, look at Josh Allen. Like he didn't make no excuses.
Right.
I mean, as corny as it sounds, but like the man's from fucking Fireball. Fireball is equivalent to DP.
Yeah.
But he figured it out, and now look at him. He's playing for the Bills now.
Yeah, it didn't stop.
Wild.
Yeah.
You know?
Insane. So like going back on the comments, I mean, everybody, like I said, famous. You know, even Josh gets fucking crazy comments. Yeah.
I think athletes probably get it the most.
Yeah.
But it's just like it is funny because it's just like most of those people they're just bullshitting with their lives. And
Yeah, they're just bullshitting. They either have ideas that they want to do, but they don't want to do them because they're scared of what people are going to think of them. And
I think they base their insecurities on the person. That makes sense.
And I've learned that with projecting my fears onto certain people. Like I would never want to project my fears onto people that I care about.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, why would I want them to feel that way too? You know? And I'm sure you guys have that same feeling, right? Like your fears, you know, and then you kind of and then you kind of like dwindle down on those fears, and you're like, fuck. But then you're like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, because there's times, bro, where like, you know, where I'll start something new, whether it's school or it's like, you know, football again, and then I'll be like, fuck, I don't want to meet a new round of people, you know? Fuck that. Yeah, you get like that little like weird feeling, like I don't want to meet a new round of people. Like, there's part of you that just wants to stay comfortable where you're at, but part of being fearful and like being nervous, being anxious is about growing.
Yeah, definitely. Like you definitely want to lean into that feeling because I've learned too. Like if it feels uncomfortable, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Like shit. Even me being in front of a camera, it took me a while to get used to.
No, same for sure. And it took him what, like 2-3 episodes.
It feels weird, right?
Yeah.
It feels like it's kind of stupid. But then
it's just like you don't want to like say something like on mic or like just that doesn't make sense. I could like
you know, and as much as videos as you watch and you know and study, it just never comes down to actually doing the damn thing.
You got to put yourself in the position. It's just like with anything else. You can watch till your fucking eyes are burning red. You know, like you can watch anything, you could do it, but when you take action, when you really do it, is when you're really gonna learn.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that. Just because, just think about how many fuck ups it takes to get to where you have to get to.
Yeah,
it's facts.
And I've learned to at some point you're gonna fuck up.
Oh, all the time, yeah.
You're gonna fuck up.
It's part of the journey.
It's part of the journey. It's part of life in general, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna fall flat on your face, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, why did I do that?" And then that feeling's gonna come back to like, "Oh fuck, man, I'm not doing that shit again."
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck all
and if
that.
you do it again, you're a fucking idiot.
Pretty much.
It's all about learning and growing, but it's like you can't really make the same mistake twice.
But sometimes, even those mistakes come out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like as much as you try not to make the same mistakes again, they come at you and they just bite you in the ass. You know? Whether it's because you didn't wake up at 5 a.m. that one day, or it's because you fucking rescheduled that client when you should have been at the shop. You know what I mean? And then some shit happens to you, you're like, fuck, I should have just been at the shop.
Yeah, and it's a blessing in disguise too, because it's like, okay, that's the end result. Like, I feel like life is a game of life. You know, the board game, right?
Yeah.
It's a game of life. Like you have all these choices, and all these different outcomes determine how your life's gonna be settled. Whether it's like small, big, but like some choices could be major. So I would say, yeah, like not waking up at 5 a.m, you just missed a client. Like if they want to come in that early, or you know, you missed the gym. you got a packed schedule. Now you don't hit the gym for the day.
Like it's as simple as me not wanting to clean up after my haircuts. The next day I'm dealing with a fucking shitty ass. Like I come in and I'm like, fuck, I gotta clean up this fucking mess for my next client. When I'm like fucking trying to hurry up. You know what I mean?
And it still looks the same.
When I could have done it the day before, and because I had time to do it. And I'm sure any barber could back me up on that one, but they just want to get their cuts done and go home. And I totally get that, especially if you have a family. You just want to get your shit done and go home because you want to see your kids or your girl or whatever.
Relax.
And just, hang out with them. Because at the end of the day, bro, like sometimes working too much can have a dwindle effect on your personal life. Like,
and your mental.
And, dude, especially your mental, because you're always working to the point where, like, you're going to overwork yourself. You're like, fuck, I'm surprised you just took it,
Stress yourself out.
Yeah, and it feels like you're too invested in yourself at times. If that that makes sense.
Definitely. Like,
because you need that cool little balance.
Definitely. I was talking to one of my clients, and this guy has a maid. Like, he makes $100K a month, and you can just imagine the people that he hangs around with. He's like, bro, like, you're in this position where you're able to enjoy the journey, enjoy it, because once you get there, then what? He's like, I have friends that make 6 figures plus a month, sometimes even 7 figures plus a month, and they say that the journey was funner than having the money.
Oh yeah, because it's like now that you're really not going through a journey, you gotta, like you said, stay at the top. You gotta constantly battle for your spot. So it's like, what journey is there? I mean, a journey. I guess a journey to get higher, but it's just like, okay, you kind of already made it.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's like, bro, like my friends have Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They have every
thing that you dreamed of as a kid,
and then they still go back to that journey that they wish they would have still been in that middle, because now that was the fun.
Now they're just not like, I guess you could say, like, the hunger is not there no more.
Yeah,
he says that they're still making money. They're still there. They're still coming up with ideas and doing things and stuff like that. But I guess his thing was that you have all this money, now what?
Yeah. What are you gonna do with it?
How do you spend it? Like we see with the UFC's, like,
athletes in general,
they become the champion, and then a lot of them even said, like, that lose the belt, they're like, I won the belt, but I was thinking, like now what?
I see this shit a lot in my mentorship, because my mentorship is about scaling and learning how to raise prices and getting new clientele, understanding client acquisition and stuff like that. And a lot of barbers join the mentorship and they stop. They kind of go stagnant, or they'll fall off. It's similar to when a college player gets drafted to NBA and they just bench. Oh, I made it. I'm good.
Yeah, that's with anything in the NFL.
Stop, and then they stop because they're already on the fucking Lakers, but they're not playing. They just want to be on the Lakers.
But they're making fucking millions of dollars.
Yeah. And that's good enough for them.
Millions of dollars to practice,
Where there's those people, and there's motherfuckers like Kobe or LeBron or
MJ,
Tim Duncan, MJ is another prime example. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers are the ones that you want to study, bro. It's like, how did they fucking do it, And if you actually look up the interviews, it's kind of scary, bro. The way
especially Kobe. Kobe's fucking interviews are crazy. Yeah,
the quotes that they be saying.
Like, dude, like I've seen interviews where I've heard that Kobe was a dick to his teammates, man. Like, he was a straight up asshole. But the fact that he was hard on his team, they
wanted to win.
That's why they were good.
That's why they were good,
I think my favorite story was probably I think it was when the Lakers did bad. They were on a losing streak, I believe, and then the practice was just going bad in general. And he took all their Kobe's. He said, "I don't want you soft asses wearing these Kobe's."
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I don't want to wear my shit.
He said, "You guys ain't wearing my shit."
My favorite Kobe story was when they were on a losing streak, and to blow steam, all the players went out and shit. He went to the gym and practiced on his one shot. And everyone was like, well, where'd you go? Everyone was waiting for the club. He was like, well, work ain't done, dude. I'm not done.
Yeah.
I'm not done. Like work ain't finished. Like, what the fuck I gotta be celebrating for?
Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of athletes get caught up in. Just people in general, though. But it's like you go out, you have a night of fun, and you're just like, damn, this lifestyle is crazy. Like, this is fun. Like, I did it last night. Like, it was fucking fun. But I don't know if I could do it every night.
Dude, the last time I went to a party like that, bro, was when I was 20 maybe 26, 20. Dude, I was with my girlfriend and a group of my friends, and it's been so long since I've done that, and I don't miss it, dude.
No, yeah, I mean, I could never go for the rest of my life and I'll be fine, because that was the first time I went. Like, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the first time you do anything like that, like going to a club or like going out like that, it's like, how do I say it? It's like the first time, like you get that first time excitement. Yeah. It's like the first time, I guess, going to the gym, or the first time, lifting big weight, or the first time, doing this or doing that. Like, you know?
Definitely, and it really does come down to on how bad you want anything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, do you want to party? It's there.
It's always gonna be
It's there
there.
every day.
It's always gonna be there. Like shit. Like I had a big issue with weed, bro. At one point, like a huge issue to the point where like, shit, I was spending $800 a month on weed.
That's
bro.
crazy. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I had a huge problem with it, and I stopped. I want to say, I mean, I still smoke, but I don't smoke on the same scale anymore.
Right.
Like I treat it like what
on
it is.
occasions,
on occasions, or like it's a weekend thing. You know.
Yeah, dude.
Kind of like how we're drinking.
Yeah, like when we drink, like honestly, like
exactly like
last night, like I don't smoke at all. Like I fucking stopped. I haven't smoked in maybe like 2 years.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe like maybe like 2 years.
yeah,
Maybe like a year or two. Yeah, like it's been over a year. Yeah.
And I have clients that'll tell me like, bro, I got that pack in the car right now, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
Like, what do you want me to do about that?
What do you want to do about that? Like, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, he's like, you need. I mean, right now, bro, all I have is an eighth in the car, and I'm chilling. I'm good. And then I'll be like, dude, I've had this shit for like 2 weeks. It's been sitting there.
Yeah. And they just wanted an excuse to smoke it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like an excuse for anything to get drunk or high, because like, fuck, I haven't. Last night was the first time I drank this year. Granted, it's only February, but I mean, it kind of says a lot, you know. Because some people fucking, they drink on New Year's. I didn't drink on New Year's.
I didn't, dude. I did drink on New Year's, but I didn't get like dumbass fit. I was at the house.
Mm-hmm.
My kids and my girl, kid. I should say I have one, but yeah, like I'd rather stay home and edit videos, dude, and work on my content, work on my skill set, and learning something new. Because at the end of the day, like I'm really trying to be something, man. Like
yeah, no, that's facts. You can't drink or smoke because like. Fuck, I think the only time we drank, even last year, was like when we went out to like places like, we would go to all these powerlifting meets in like Long Beach, but like it would be fucking straight focused, you know, until the meet time, and we're like, you know what, fuck it, we're here in Long Beach, let's go party, like whatever.
Why not, right? But that's because it's a once in a while thing. When are you in Long Beach that long, right?
Yeah, we go maybe every 3-4 months whenever a meet goes, and like with football starting like in 6-7 months again, like there's gonna be no time to go to Long Beach, there's gonna be no time to powerlift, so it's just like, fucking maybe on our bye week, you know, just have a little decompression and have a little like, but like it's strictly focused, like
no, strictly focused, bro. And like I'm always constantly trying to figure out how to make the boat go faster.
Right.
And people always say, oh, I want my dreams to come true, but they don't do anything.
Like what are you doing for it?
What are you doing to go for it? Like to me, it's like I want that shit tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that shit.
Well, it's like
a year from now.
Jorge Masvidal also said, there's another fighter. He said like a lot of people they want to beat the boss. They want that big promotion, but they're in the club Friday,
XYZ,
Saturday,
XYZ,
Sunday,
you know, XYZ.
every other weekend.
And
yeah, that just fucking blows my mind. I don't know how people could do it. It's just
it's exhausting.
Yeah,
it's
is
exhausting. At the end of the day, I mean, not only that, life in general is exhausting. If you think about it, you know, you're always constantly searching for the next thing, trying to do XYZ. I'm sure you guys go to school or work, right? And on top of that, your personal life, that never stops. That never fucking stops. So you're always trying to figure some shit out at all times. And one thing I've learned is that whenever you're going somewhere, whenever you reach a goal, it's always about how quickly you solve that problem to get there.
right.
No matter what, it's a series of problem solving if you think about it. So if you know how to problem solve, you're gonna figure it out sooner than later.
Life is a game of problem solving. Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is. And then it's crazy because like in high school I've heard that shit so many times, but I didn't give a shit. I was so caught up on my fucking on some dumb shit that I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's how it is in high school. Like you just really don't give a fuck, I guess, about life because you know you're staying with your parents and you know like.
Well, it kind of feels like high school's gonna last forever.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like you kind of like you don't since you can't see past that. You kind of I'm a freshman right now. I'm good.
Yeah,
nowhere you're
And then
fucking
it catches
senior.
up on you, yeah.
Like what the fuck? I just blinked and I'm 29. Holy shit! You
Like,
know?
what am I gonna do next? Like college.
Like, bro, I'm almost
work?
30 years old and like I definitely do not. I definitely do not want to be in the same spot every 2 years. I definitely want to be somewhere new.
Like grow.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like in high school it's just like not really necessarily that you don't give a fuck about life, but like you're just enjoying the moment. Yeah, and like you said, I think it's gonna last forever, and that's 4 years, and that's a long time, you know. So
Definitely.
People are like my sophomore junior year, they're like, oh, what do you want to do? I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna go to school. I'm gonna it's the cliche answer. Like I'm just gonna go to school. Like people would ask me all the time.
So in high school, I didn't. Yeah, I was cutting hair in high
Right.
school. After school, people would hit me up, and I would cut their hair, whatever, whoop de whoop. And people would always ask me, "Oh, you be a barber after school? I mean, after high school?" Nah. But I loved it. I loved cutting hair. Like, don't get me wrong, you know. And I was really into computers, really into tech. I wanted to go, to do that. So I enrolled myself in after high school. I enrolled myself into the University of Sacramento or some shit like that for tech. And I quickly realized I fucking didn't. It wasn't for me. I was
and they gave you like a reality shock.
Yeah, and I was still cutting hair at the time, still while I was going to school.
That's good.
Yeah, going to school. So I dropped out of that, and I was like, this isn't for me. I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing this. Like, this huge loan was for what? I'm not gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna pay fucking 40 grand for nothing.
And then if you do finish it and you get the job, you're gonna be unfucking happy. That's
Exactly.
what a lot of people are. They're unhappy and they settle.
Nowadays, they settle. Like, I'm not saying everyone's unhappy, because a lot of people just like to work. Because I mean, I grew up around a lot of people that just love the work.
That want the next paycheck.
Yeah, which is fine, totally fine. But don't talk shit on the motherfucker that wants to actually do shit.
Yeah, because and it's a lot of jealousy and people close to you. You got to keep the right people close to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why you got to cut the grass pretty low, man.
Yeah, that's why we only fucking probably keep
as corny as that shit sounds, you got to literally cut the grass pretty fucking low to see the snakes, bro. Like, you really got to see that shit, and a lot of the times people are gonna hate you for that.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, bro. I feel like to this day, like, I still don't get along with a lot of barbers around my area for that same reason. I'm not saying like I don't like anybody of them. I just don't fuck with like their actions and stuff and how they do their things. You know what I'm saying?
how they go about their business.
Yeah. I'm not with that. You know what I mean? That's cool for them, but not for me. It's not good enough for me. Like, I want a pristine. I want a platinum. I want a fucking the luxury, top of the line service.
Right.
On my end. And when I was at barbershops, I never got that feel.
Right.
I treated people with respect at the end of the day when my professionalism was there. But at the end of the day, like, it just wasn't for me. I'm not saying like it's not good to be in a shop. What I am saying is be sure who you're around.
Yeah, you got to surround yourself with people, and most of the time, if not all the time, being in a barbershop, you fucking can't pick and choose who you're around. The owner that's like, oh, I'm gonna get him. He's paying me for a chair, so fucking I'm gonna let him in. I just want, I want my money.
Which is totally fine. If you can do that, do it. Like, I did it for so fucking long. I think I did the barbershop thing for. I started a barbershop in Fireball for maybe 3 years, and then from there I went to a shop here in town. And I was there for about a year, and then again I went to another shop. I went down for there for another year, and then I had my own little studio in that shop for about maybe 6-7 months, and then that's when Miguel offered me my own spot where I can be myself.
So you're your own boss.
Yeah, pretty much.
So being at the second barbershop, like you having your own studio, did it make anybody like look at you different?
Oh yeah, it really. I mean, I might be wrong. But I just felt that way.
Yeah,
like I did feel, and because when I got that studio, I was at $50, and everybody else was at 25
for per day.
Yeah,
for the chair.
You can see no, for the haircut.
Oh, for the haircut.
Yeah,
I was about to say that's a fucking cheap ass.
No.
Like, damn.
No, so the rent there was about maybe $500. So
a month.
I think $125 a week, which is not bad. Not bad. And I had just went up to $50, and I definitely would get the stink eye from a lot of like my peers, and it's totally fine, whatever, I'm not gonna return that shit, because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna be returned back to me 10 times full, So I quickly looked around, and I was like, oh fuck, like I would walk into a room and they would stop talking. I was like, oh okay, I know what you guys are. I'm not dumb.
You're gossiping.
I'm not dumb, you know what I mean? I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me please, But at least it felt that way, and so it was really easy to transition to here, to being my own little spot,
Right.
Where it's not a shop, it's a private studio where I create content, I could take pictures and
be yourself.
Be myself, be myself, and that's originally what I wanted from the get-go, I know at first, when I got into a barbershop in Fireball, I thought that was the greatest thing ever, but then a year passed. 2 years passed, and then 3 years I looked up. I was like, this cannot be it. Like
you want more?
I want more. Like is it bad for me to want more? No, it's not. It's not.
No,
it's not. It's not. So I quickly started looking into transition here into town to being a barber here in town. And that was a fucking bitch to do because I was only working here weekends. So I would work half a day and Fireball on Saturday. So it would be from like 9 to 1. And then from like 2 to like 3, I would work in the shop over here to kind of build my clientele.
Right.
And it was rough in the beginning because I had just moved out of my mom's. I was barely making any money. I was only making money for my bills pretty much.
Just to make ends.
Like pretty much I had $25 for myself for the week.
That's crazy.
That's it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Everything else was for bills. And my brother will tell you, like, I literally was broke for a while when I had moved out of my mom's. Because I was paying rent at my house, at the house where I moved into. On top of that, rent at the studio. Plus, I had my car insurance. Luckily, my car was paid off. I just had my insurance. But those three bills stacked on a barber that didn't really have much, like, that shit was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I feel like with a lot of people, you know, not even just barbers, but like I guess entertainers or rappers or, you know, content creators, it's from the outside in, you're like, damn, they're balling, you know, because you see all this flashy like stuff, the clothes, or you see this and you see that, but like, bro, you don't know the struggles that some people are going to, you know.
It's crazy because like speaking on that, like I've gone to shows and stuff, and a lot of these barbers are faking it till they make it, bro.
Yeah,
I can say that right now. I can say that right now. For example, whenever you see a barber wearing like a luxury shirt or whatever, they bought that shirt just for that day.
Yeah.
And I went to this show in LA not too long ago, and I seen a bunch of barbers wearing Louis Vuitton and Gucci.
All those good
Little
brands.
did they know, I seen the tags on them. What did they think was gonna happen the next day?
They're fucking returning that shit. Yeah.
Return it. I seen some barber going for like the hug. He was like trying not.
He's like, don't scuff my shirt, bro. You know, don't stain that shit. I can't watch. Like, fuck, I can't watch this.
I can't watch this shit because at the end of the day, it's like I'm trying to return this.
Yeah.
This $1,500 shirt, I'm trying to return this tomorrow. So you can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a facade with a lot of these barbers. I can say that right now, and that's what a lot of people say, and like, oh, they glorify, like, oh fuck, you know, that's crazy. They must be doing it, but a lot of these barbers don't really got it like that, bro.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, even dressing to go somewhere, bro, we don't even spend, bro. We be fucking shopping on Shein, bro. Like, fuck.
This shit was a gift. These pants were fucking from Target. These are Vans, bro. Like,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, Target be having some cool shit.
I'm not, dude. I go there for my pants.
Yeah,
That was the time in Long Beach when we went to Target.
Yeah, like I be going to Target for my pants too. Like last night, bro. Like I said, we went out. Fucking, I had Target pants. Like I usually wear them for work, but like all my other pants, like my Levi's, they're just a little too big right now. So I'm like, fuck it, why not just wear these fucking Target brand? They're comfortable, bro. They look good. You know.
I mean, no one's gonna say
nobody. Yeah,
no one's
nobody's
gonna be like, oh, you're wearing Target. Like no one's gonna.
Nobody cares. Like, bro, like I just told him before we come here, like before he came here, like, bro, because I was in Gilroy, right? Because I go to Gilroy every week now, like every day of the week, Monday through Thursday. So Thursday was kind of like my Friday. I had work off, had everything. I'm like, bro, I just went to Goodwill because I needed some workout stuff, you know. Just like,
and real quick, you found some shit.
Bro, these fucking shorts, these Nike Air shorts, $7.
That's wild.
This fucking UNLV shirt, $3.
Wild.
Yeah.
$10 fit right
$10
there.
fit right here.
I would have thought you actually ordered that online and like, you know what I mean?
Bro, this is what I wear every day.
That's
bro.
me looking inside. I mean, looking from the outside in,
Yeah.
right? You know. And little did I know you went to Goodwill and bought that fit real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it really is, though. And in this industry that I'm in, it's a bunch of fucking facade that all these bars put up, and it's kind of funny actually, because I know. I mean, to me that I'm in the industry that I'm in, you can't fool me.
Yeah.
I know better. I know better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like be you.
Yeah, and this is like, bro, like shit that we wear every day. Like, bro, like he fucking gets shit from Target too. Fucking
Target,
Walmart,
Shein,
like, bro.
because Shein, they be having some drip for
Bro,
like $9.
Shein be having drip.
$10.
I'll find. I'll be on Instagram constantly studying the market, and from time to time I'll see these ads that pop up, and I'm like, that's a sick ass shirt. I'll buy that shirt real quick.
Yeah.
And then you look, it's like fucking $35.
No, the shirts that I'll buy, they're like this shirt that I'm wearing right now. It was from this brand called Grateful, and
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah,
and their shirts are like $20, $25.
Yeah. I don't know. I like when it comes to shirts, like 35. I guess it's whatever if I really like it, but it's still like I'm not trying to like cheap out.
Definitely.
I'm not trying to cheap out, but it's just like, bro, $35 for a fucking like clothing, like
You could just go to somewhere else and get like multiple.
Shit, bro. Like I used to love wearing Primitive. But I recently had to stop buying so much Primitive because Primitive is like $45 a shirt now,
That's
bro.
insane,
and I'm like,
bro.
okay, I can pay that, but I have to really like the shirt though, like how you were saying. Like I'm not gonna just pay because it's the P on it, because I really like the brand.
The brand, yeah. That's how it was at Tilly's too for the longest time. Like I would like shit at Tilly's, like the pants and all that. But like the pants, bro, would be like fucking $45 for a pair of pants. I'm like, bro, like same with Levi's.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but. It's crazy because like even now that I'm charging $75 a haircut, like, and people think that I'm really out there buying shit like that, but I'm like, no, I'm really not. Like I'm literally trying to reinvest my money back into my business because that's what's gonna get me moving. You know what I mean? How I was saying earlier, I want my boat to go faster, as fast as possible. I don't want my shit tomorrow. I want my shit now.
Now, yeah.
You know. And that's why I feel is a scrutiny with a lot of people is that they expect their dreams to happen 6 months from now, when in reality that can happen next, as soon as possible.
Right.
You know?
So like going back on that, like the prices, what made you want to go like that high?
So I've always wanted to get the most out of my haircuts because I know my skill level, and I'm still developing my skill level. I mean, you've seen what I did to your brother, like you know, and I'm sure you've seen this video too.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to set that standard for myself. You know what I mean? And not only that, to help barbers around me to understand, like, hey, look, if you're about your shit and you provide a good service, people will come, and people will pay that price, if not more. Like people think like I have a bunch of lawyers, doctors, and athletes and stuff like that. You would think that'd be the best clientele pool, right? Yeah. But it really isn't. Like I have people working at McDonald's that will come here and they'll pay me $100 for a haircut, just because they want my service. And it's not me like begging. It's literally like, oh hey bro, do you have time for a cut? No, I go, oh, today I don't, bro. What if I pay you $100? I'm here. You throw me money, bro. At the end of the day, I'll be here. But like the reason why I went up this high is because, like I said before, I definitely want the most I can out of my product, and that's always been the goal. I just needed to learn how to scale. Right. I needed to learn how to run my business properly, and understand that. Sometimes being booked out isn't the best thing. Like I see a bunch of barbers all the time. They want to be booked out, which is great. It's fine. But that ain't the game that you want to play when you want to scale. Scaling your business entitles to you getting new clients every single month. At the end of the day, and I guarantee you, any barber will tell you this too, if you're getting new clients every single week, would they care if their clients would come back? Probably not. Because if they're higher paying clients, why would they? And that's anybody. I mean, but if you're a barber, would you care if your clients would come back and you would have high paying clients that are paying you $100 and up? Like constantly, like new clients. Coming out? I wouldn't care. If I'm still getting the money somehow, then it's whatever. And that's where I'm at right now. Like I'm getting average of shit in December. I did 21 new clients. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in my head, I'm like, okay, fuck. So I have people that are willing to pay above and beyond for my price, when I have people that are begging for a handout. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I'm willing to, give handouts, but only on my time. Like on your brother, like I had the time to do it, and I was okay. And plus, it was a great opportunity. Your brother had crazy amount of hair. Fucking long ass hair. It was a good opportunity for me to go ahead and creating content, and it's not gonna hurt me because at the end of the day, it's just one haircut. Yeah. No, it's like you said like you shoot this video on him, someone might see it and be like. And not only that, your brother liked the experience too. So he's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna book. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, and I remember you even said too about the price. You're like, just because I charge $75, like I gotta be on my shit, like on my shit. Make that $75 worth it. You know, give $75 cuts. You know what I mean? Like, and at the end of the day, bro, and how you're saying earlier, a bunch of people want to be barbers, yes, but they're doing it the wrong way because they're thinking like, fuck, if I can get 25 people in fucking an hour, I'm just thinking hypothetically, right? How many of those haircuts are actually good? Exactly, you're not taking quality time on it, because I was rushing through it. Right, I was gonna go back on that, like when you like give your haircuts, you're delivering quality stuff. Like it's not like people from the outside in, they're just like, fuck, well he's only giving a haircut for $75, but no, it's not just a haircut. You're adding all these extra like stuff. Yeah, like you're paying for the professionalism, the environment. The quality of the haircut, my time. On top of that, I'm actually showing you how to style your hair and what products to use. All that brings value. I don't have to do that. I just do it because it's included in the price, and I want to be the best of the best. I'm not just trying to fucking You know?
That's what I like about your videos too, because I seen one the other day that popped up on my feed. You'll be like telling everyone like what like I forget what you always ask you like what frustrates you about your hair. And then like the video the other day of the gentleman, he said, I always have hair sticking out. It looks like I've already woke up.
Yeah,
that's what I like. And I feel like a lot of barbers they should learn from like watching. Your
definitely, and shit. Like I see this all the time. You know, I hear it all the time too, where barbers will brush that 1% of the hair just to get the next one in to get paid. Yeah. Which is fine, but just don't expect to get business out of that,
or them to come back,
Like I fixed a bunch of haircuts too, where like I went to a barber and so, and I'm like, okay, well, what, you know, how would you want me to fix this? Because at the end of the day, I can only do so much, right? You know, but I definitely think that if a barber wants to be up there charging $75 and up, they really be hyper focused on one thing, because business will always reward that. Will always reward a specialist in one thing, not in a bunch of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I specialize in barbering. That is it for now. And I was saying earlier, I want my barbering to be a vehicle to my next business venture. And I'm pretty sure this is what you guys want to do for the next business venture, right? Is to be podcast, characters, right?
Open businesses,
open businesses,
whether it's clothing or, you know, it's like
brand,
partnering,
you know, a brand,
whether there's anything, you know, it's just partnering with
like
other
shit,
people.
Like I'm thinking, like if you guys keep going, I'm thinking, I'm sure you guys know the podcast No Jumper, right?
Yeah.
I fucking love them, bro. They're fucking badass, you know. Like if you guys keep going, you guys can be something like that. You know what I mean? It just takes the right guests to be on here. You know, I'm not saying the ones the past were the wrong ones, but what I am saying is along the road you want to actually
growing, you're getting bigger.
You want to shoot your shot. Like if you see somebody wearing a fucking suit and like, hey, what do you do? Cool, you want to be on my podcast? I won't charge you. Like, give me 30 minutes of your time.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, and it's just like, I appreciate like everybody that's come on too, and like you know, like they take their time out the day to come on here, you know, and it's free, you know, just giving us knowledge, you know,
and it comes to a point too where you're able to, like, if someone hits you up, hey bro, is it cool if I hop on your podcast? That's when you guys can be like, oh, it's gonna be this much. Because I'm not using my platform to get whatever you guys want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I have a lot of buddies, like we're still growing, like right now they're like, oh, I want to hop on the pod. I'm like, bro, like fucking come on, like whatever, you know, like fuck it. Like,
and this is goes out to anybody too. How I was telling you guys about the studio that I want to do. So for the future, if you guys want to rent out the studio, you guys are more than welcome to. You guys can come use all my shit. You know, how this all this right here, you guys are more than welcome to, but at the rate of the price. You know? And that's just anybody. You know what I mean?
No, it makes sense.
You know,
it makes sense.
You know, so that's for the future, right? But
going back on that, just, you know, opening different business ventures with the platform you got right now. Like I was saying, like we got a couple people that want to hop on here, and we're just like, fuck it, bro. Like,
let's do it.
Come on here, like, you know, we're getting new guests every week. Like we didn't drop one last week because, like I said, it's not an excuse. Like we were both so busy, and like,
no,
you know, it's not an excuse. But
like, I mean, at least for me, like I definitely this year I want to work on a bunch of other things and just other than Instagram. Like I've been posting all my shit everywhere, like like YouTube, and I recently got a little spike on YouTube, so now I'm trying to.
No, YouTube Shorts.
YouTube
Shorts pops.
I've been getting a bunch of subscribers randomly just on YouTube, so I've been trying to go for that long form content and drop tutorials and stuff like that. But that goes with saying with my education system that I'm developing at the moment. But I definitely feel like that takes time.
Right.
I definitely need to develop a skill set to where I need to be able to give, opposed to just I'm gonna do this and then I do shit. You know?
Right. Yeah, I feel like with content creators too, especially like us starting off, like we don't have any editors. Like, you know, I'm the one that does this shit. Like he comes on, you know, he helps me get guests too, but I'm really the one that does all the editing. Like I'm running the social media because he's like, fuck, I don't know how to do it. I'm like, bro, don't worry about it. Like, you know, just come on and be like my partner on here. Like I'll do this shit. But there's some small content creators that are like, well, I'm gonna send this off to my editor. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you're gonna send that off to your editor?
Like I know a few barbers that are in my mentorship, and they're already looking for editors to help them edit. Because, dude, I mean, me personally, like, I would love to edit videos for pay. Like, I love to edit videos.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's like, you know, they'll only have like a couple hundred subscribers, if that. And they're like, well, I'm going to send this off to my editor. I'm like, bro, that's fucking crazy. Like, you're already paying for an editor? Like you're just losing money at that point, you know?
I mean, well, if you have the money to invest into an editor, do it.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you don't,
But just know that it just depends on your budget. If you want a good ass editor, it's gonna run you up a few $100. If you want to run whatever editor around the mail editor, then you're just gonna fucking get a fucking an iMovie editor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's what we're doing on our shit on CapCut. You know, it's like we don't really got to fucking edit really that much. It's
great,
fucking
though.
yeah.
CapCut's great. The reason why I like CapCut is because it's giving a bunch of young starting entrepreneurs an actual platform to edit on.
Yeah.
Opposed to iMovie sucks, bro.
Fucking terrible.
I started on iMovie and it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Now I actually moved up to Final Cut Pro. That's the big one that you want, honestly.
Yeah, or like the Sony Digital, I think it is.
Which one?
The editing software, I think it's like Sony Digital Pro or some shit like that. That's
there's Premiere Pro. It's Premiere Pro. I think you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
The two big ones that all the YouTubers use is Final Cut Pro, which is the Apple one, and then there's Premiere Pro, which is for both. It's
Okay,
for Windows and Apple. What I like about Premiere, which would probably be the best bet, is they give you a 90-day trial. On top of that, they give it a subscription, so you don't have to pay for the whole bitch. But if you think about it, it's like $400 a year, so you might as well just pay $300 for a lifetime for the Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It was without saying, right?
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think we're all wrapped up here. Pretty much, yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate Paco as well for coming on.
If you want to plug in your social media.
So if you guys want to follow me on my social media platform, it's Barber Paco, Barber, and then PVCO.
We'll put it down in the description too.
Cool. And then my YouTube is Barber Paco TV, and then that goes to all my other ones as well. I have the same handle for.
Yeah, we'll hit you up. We'll get it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in with these guys, and on the next one, right?
Yeah, appreciate you guys.